Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bow.
Hey,
I don't
so
remember.
I've been muted this entire time.
Really?
Yeah. Welcome back.
Do you want to start the episode over?
Yeah, I think so. We haven't done anything.
What's up, nerds? We are...
We're just playing a little video game.
It's me, Alex.
And
Alex. The two... how do I...
Alora's here too.
Yep.
For anybody that was worried.
Anyone who wants a update.
Oh, baby! I was about to say the same fucking.
You were?
I was gonna say pup day, dude.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah! All right.
Great minds, bro.
Yeah. Call her boy.
Old
He's a
P-Pants
hacker. He
mix.
probably knows what's going
Right.
Bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
I'm literally dying.
I hacked into security.
Hell yeah, hacker
Snake,
man.
I'm opening the door.
You could have just opened the door. You didn't need to tell me.
How many keyboards do you think he was using? Like 6?
I
I know the more keyboards he used.
Yeah. See, because the more keyboards, the faster you can type.
Yeah, and that was very quick.
When did he take his shirt off?
Snake, do you
Um.
like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own
Probably when he
brother?
revealed.
Why did you disguise yourself as master?
So I could manipulate you more easily.
Yeah.
You performed
Duh.
quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right.
Oh, he has the
You were
Fox
sent
Eye
here to kill
activation.
us, so they
in
could
it.
retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox die? It can't be.
Kills all
Are
the
you
foxes.
telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr.
But it's
Hill-
even more complicated than that.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder. Maybe they arrested her so they could find out.
His
the
name is
answer to that.
Secret Capybara.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge.
You should write that down,
We still
and
don't
that'll
know
be your
what
name for
changes she made
Metal
to
Gear
Fox
5.
Die's program.
Secret Capybara.
Yeah.
Oh well, doesn't matter.
You get to
I've
name
already
yourself in
added
5?
Fox Die vaccine to my list
whole
of
thing.
White
Okay.
House demands.
There's a vaccine.
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway,
She's under
it might
arrest.
prove to be unnecessary.
Just unload the fucking magazine into his
Why is
chest
that?
at this point.
Right?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and Decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die,
Yeah, dude.
but Ocelot,
If I could do
myself,
that,
and you,
I would do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
carrier,
Every day.
were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
Hell yeah.
So it's true.
He gets
You
it,
and
bro.
I are...
Twin Snakes. Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes.
Yes, twins. We're
Same.
not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes.
All identical
Les
twins have
enfants
the same
terribles.
genes, though. So you know.
Yep.
You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
It's the Danny
you're
DeVito
saying-
situation.
I'm the dominant one.
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
Dog, you're doing like front flips.
I know, right? Like at some point, just be happy for who you are.
Chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Ha! Love? It's hate. His choosing me knowingly to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge.
Just so you know,
You don't even
anything
understand
that
this.
Snake says in this
You,
game,
who could
someone
kill
will
your own
immediately tell
real
him he's wrong.
father.
Yeah.
You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work
It's
that
like
father
Ice-T
began.
and NCIS.
Yes.
Or something.
I will destroy him.
But actually, I hate him.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very
Look.
genes.
That's not how genes work. Also, you don't dump all dominant genes into something and all recessive genes into another
you missed
thing.
your
It's
last chance.
It's also funny that they're just like- I just don't understand how, like, if it's all the recessive genes, how is he still like a acrobatic, hella buff,
yeah.
super soldier dude?
It's like Hideo Kojima was learning about Pundit squares, and he was like, oh, I know what I'll do. This is how twins work.
Bear witness to the demon weapon that will drag the world
Into the 21st century!
Remember the 21st century? Because we're releasing this in the 22nd century, right?
Yeah,
Because
it takes that long to upload.
so
Yeah.
long to.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Sherlock Holmes. It was this
Oh,
It was like a CBS cartoon, and it's total fucking nonsense in retrospect. But whenever we were kids, we loved it. Like, we're obsessed with it. Watson was a cyborg, and the idea or the whole thing is that in the future,
But how do I stop it?
someone resurrects Moriarty,
okay.
like.
So, so it's like a Demolition Man situation.
Yes, it's exactly like you're. Oh my God, you're 100% right. It's just Demolition Man, but Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty, and then. But it's weird because like Sherlock Holmes, he's like frozen in Cairo sleep, I guess, or something. Even though he's
Just in case. In case this exact
yeah,
situation happened again.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
But Watson, I think, is a cyborg.
He's been wandering around.
Yeah, exactly right. Like he's what Sherlock Holmes, just a normal human Sherlock Holmes guy, but Watson, cyborg.
The jumps in this game, man.
I know. Why did he kick it? What did he think was gonna happen? It's literally a giant robot.
Oh, I remember this part. This is gonna be annoying.
Is this like the final boss? Oh jeez. Laser? I hardly know her. Alright, it said Stinger, so I imagine I just shoot it with Stinger. Which one? Did it knock me out of it? Ah, he has missiles too.
Fucking Rex.
Are you kidding me? I was out of the circle. What is the point of having a circle if the circle doesn't matter?
I don't know, man. Like, call Otacon again? He's a hacker. He probably knows things. Right?
I did some damage.
Yeah, I mean, like,
What? Okay, I'll call Otacon. No, not that. Like,
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got.
what if we're in love?
Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes.
That's
What does it
right.
have to do with anything?
So if you could somehow destroy the sensors, do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy
A
it, you won't be
radome.
able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah. Try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
So will that stop it?
No.
Yeah, that means I got one.
Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually too.
Oh, great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it will open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radio. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right. If you
It's
could
so
shoot the
nice that they
missile
let.
from the cockpit,
And he's
you'll
like,
destroy
all right, you're on a
the
phone.
control system. You
I'll
can
wait.
test it.
Designed it with a weak point.
chill.
It's not a weak point, more like a weakness. People and weapons just aren't very appealing without a weakness of some kind, don't you think?
I guess so. I always wanted
Yep,
to call
you're right, Otacon.
But yeah, Stinger. Totally right. Gotta look for that
Yeah, say he's just
radome.
first. Gonna need to do that.
For the right arm.
Ah, got one of them.
That's a big little chunk.
It
Are the controls like inverted?
yes, they are inverted.
You may be asking, why does Alex keep going to the old selection screen? It's to reload.
Oh my god, no, it knocks me out of it every time. It's so frustrating.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's really annoying me.
I just thought you were sitting there reloading this whole time.
There we go.
It's not over yet.
I figured not. He said it still works after I destroy the big radome.
Yeah, but the human
Did
body
that do it?
can be a weak point.
Damn!
What did roar? I mean, it's awesome, but
Nice try, Snake!
thanks, bro. Do a big flip. Oh, it's that ninja.
Hurry! Get away!
Sweet
Gray
roll.
Fox!
Right? You're so swole.
Long ago, it sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't.
So now we know who
aged
Deep
well.
Throat is.
Yeah.
I'll send you back to hell!
Also, he just said, you've aged terribly. What a thing to say to somebody. For no reason.
But true.
I shot it with like 20 Stinger missiles, and he throws a katana at it.
Yeah, it's a Hattori Hanzo steel.
And
So.
shoots it with a Mega Man blaster, and it's fine.
He did it in a cooler way.
That's true. I did not do those flips and have those cool shots.
Why? What do you want from me?
Can't fight you if you're dead.
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me. Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi?
They're just having this conversation while Metal Gear back there is just.
Naomi. You are the only one who can stop her. No, I can't. Why? Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
What a
I
reveal.
was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. Oh, I felt so bad.
I killed
that I
plenty of
decided
children
to
since
take her
then.
with
right.
me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother. Fox. Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But
How does someone think of
every
all
time I
this?
looked
You know what I
into her
mean?
eyes,
It's literally
I
like he was
trembled
like,
with
he wrote a
fear.
story and then was like, anytime you think it makes sense, I gotta put something in to make it more complicated.
I was the
Yeah.
one who did it.
I feel like he had a bunch of weird dreams.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Yep.
Man, that guy's awesome. Does he show up later?
Kinda.
I know he's on the cover of the VR missions. But that's just like an expansion thing. Oh, I got him. Right in the dick! In the dick!
You know,
This is so freaking metal.
yeah, right? Like, this is aged so well.
Oh my god. Right? You put this like full screen in HD. Good to go. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds,
We use Royal Harriers! Fox!
how
Yeah,
strong
no, he
is
did do-
that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
I mean,
He seems to be dead already. That's what I assumed. His blood's exploded everywhere.
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
that is true.
I want to get that tattooed on me now.
Yeah. That'll go right across your nose.
Yeah. Horned fox, more dangerous than a jack.
He destroyed the radome.
Am I gonna go get the katana and like throw it at him?
No.
Because I feel like a gun would be better, but
Impressive.
not in
You
this
are
game.
indeed worthy of the codename Fox.
It definitely seems
But
like
now you're finished.
the sword makes more sense, but I don't believe
Fire the
that is what you have to
stinger.
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
do. Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine with that.
he's...
I don't think he has any quality of life after this.
Well, he also said he's like, what you call it, like
No good.
imprisoned by
Do it.
death or whatever.
Sands of our land. I was taken from
It's not letting me.
neither truly alive.
You have to get them both,
nor
or
truly dead.
No,
Can
it's,
you-
he said, look,
Dying
he goes, I can't do it. It's making me listen to this.
But soon it will finally end.
all right, well, I mean, his quadriplegic at best.
Die! Fox!
I was fine with shooting him.
Yeah. Why make him suffer further?
I know, right? That guy's...
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing.
He's bleeding
The
out.
only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What if he was like,
Snake,
tickle bitch?
farewell.
Snake would be fully on board for that. Are you gonna watch him die again?
I know, right? I could have blown him up.
When
It would've-
death is entreated,
100% been quicker than being smushed. And
the battle
drag.
is decided.
It's like a poo. You think there's a roar button?
You can't protect
I hope so.
anyone.
He does it just to be
Not even
dramatic.
yourself.
You know, seems like a strange choice with all the armament that you have on you.
I know, right? I literally could have just shot him with a missile.
But at the same time, I'm picking up the sword. A million times over.
Oh, he doesn't need it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he
Let's
doesn't
just...
end up using it, but like I would.
There you are!
Just gonna... Those missiles... Why is it locking onto that stuff? I want to shoot him in his face.
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I can't spam it. I have to wait for it to lock on. That's why.
The Souls boss.
Oh, that's the famous.
At this point, should it say Metal Gear Rex or should it say just like Liquid?
Yeah, right, because I'm just shooting liquid. Now, why does it take 10 Stinger
I'll
missiles
crush you into dust.
To shoot
to
a guy.
yeah, shoot a dude? Who's not wearing a shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
So no armor. Other than the mech he's in.
Jesus.
I love that it froze and then blew up. This game is so rad. Liquid. This is where I get the sword and I beat the shit out of him with it.
Now you gotta wait for hand-to-hand combat, I
Sleeping
believe.
late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die. As long as you still live.
Why not?
Dad, it looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish.
You just be
When he
saying
was
stuff,
young,
man.
During the
Yeah.
Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired.
Sexy men.
So 5 is Cold War.
But things are
Era?
different.
Oh.
With all the liars and hypocrites
You're Big
running
Boss
the
in
world,
5, right?
War isn't
Yeah.
what it used to be.
I was nodding and then I realized
We're
that we were
losing
being
our
recorded.
place
So
in a
I
world
forgot
that
that
no
we were
longer needs
doing
us.
that.
A world that now spurns our very
So into this.
existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion,
$1 billion.
and honor
Sorry.
back to this world gone soft.
$1 million. Yeah, sure. Fuck.
Conflict shall breed conflict.
That's cool.
New hatreds will arise,
$1
and our own
billion.
biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Liquid
Isn't
can
that
love
reason
bloom on a
enough
battlefield.
for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you?
No, they wanted me to
Did you
keep
come here?
Metal Gear
Well,
deactivated.
I'll tell
I
you then.
blew it up.
Yeah.
So,
You
It also seems just like the right
enjoy
thing
all
to
the
do.
killing.
yeah.
That's why. What?
Also, how was I
Are
gonna
you
get out of that
denying
situation
it?
without blowing it up?
Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
You know,
For fun.
Watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a
When did
killer
he
What?
take his
inside
shirt off?
You. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created.
is he tied up?
Les enfants terribles.
Did we miss
The
something?
terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s.
It
Their
feels
plan was to
as such.
artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat.
Did I hit a
and
button?
already in a coma when they brought him in.
It seems like I haven't
So
missed
they
any
created
dialogue,
us
but
from
I
his
certainly
cells
don't remember being
with a
shirtless and tied up on top of the Metal
20th
Gear.
century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They
Super baby
fertilized
method.
an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the
I'm
clones
sorry,
to
but
some
I
receivers
can't hear
and
this guy
later
say the word
intentionally
babies and not
aborted
think it's
6
funny.
of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets. Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes.
Oh, we went over
You
this.
took everything from me before I was even born.
You gotta learn to let stuff go, man. Like, he wasn't even awake for that.
You and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion
On a
of
hard
the Human
drive?
Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted
Where are the other 58?
using gene therapy into
Ability to
the members of
eat
the
snakes.
Next Generation Special Forces.
Love Or
That's
eggs.
how they became the Genome Soldiers.
Smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, right? Like,
That's right. The Genome Soldiers
that a
you've
dominant
been
gene,
killing
smoking
right and
cigarettes?
left
Seems like it.
are our brothers with the same
Predisposed to
genes as
addiction.
ours.
The Genome Soldiers.
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Sacrifices.
Human experiments. 1991.
Oh my God.
The Gulf War.
This is
The
just so
military
much of
secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf
Freaking
War syndrome that
Solid is
hundreds of
literally like
thousands of
us, where he's
intended
just like,
soldiers
"What are
complained
you
about
talking
was a
about?" And he's
side
like,
effect.
"Well, I'll tell you in detail."
yeah.
Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by
You're all
exposure to
tied up. I already popped
pesticides
that shirt
and
off, so-
radiation
Yeah.
from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon.
Classic the
First, they
Pentagon.
tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes.
Not babies
they
at all.
Too are
Full-grown
our
adults.
brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure.
Every time,
We're on
every
the
time
verge
he
of
says
extinction.
something,
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory?
I'll tell you about it. Here I go.
Nature tends to favor asymmetry.
Roll that
Those
beam
species
footage
which
there.
have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you.
Damn, much
That's
symmetrical.
right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't
Just
know
so
when
damn
or what type
symmetrical.
of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet
Yeah,
they help each other to survive.
man.
Do you know why? Because it increases the chances
You know why?
that
I
shared
don't.
genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes.
You have some
That's
real
why
close-minded
I'll follow
views,
what
bro.
my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that,
You know,
first, I
Solid seems to be very normal compared to these people.
Yeah, right? And he's not a
Look
normal... Like,
behind you.
the beginning of this, you were like, what a weird fucking guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Been a while.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago.
Before you launch
Poor
like
girl kept calling
80
your
missiles
name.
in this room.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who
Was she
doesn't even
atop
have a name.
the,
I have a name.
Right,
The milk
what
feeding
something
thing.
happened.
No
Something had to have
past, No
happened.
future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what
I
is
think it's a weird
determined in
cut.
the genes we inherited
Maybe because
from
it seemed like
our
he was
father.
talking the whole time.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business,
What business?
we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Foxdie.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed, They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Oh, is there gonna be an escape sequence?
Colonel,
Yeah, okay,
can you
I'll
hear
call.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me a
I'm
second.
listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The
picture
Secretary
doesn't
of
have a shirt
Defense has
on now.
taken over active control of this
Yeah.
operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
With
Not only
AWACS.
that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
Right? That's a
I may
big
be
ask.
only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
Hey, Ling.
I don't believe it!
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty.
It's
This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
not Jim House, man.
Back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man.
That's something.
No,
If you
he
truly
didn't argue with it. He was
believe
Yeah.
he's in command of this operation,
That's something I would say. Ridiculous. Yes, he is.
there won't be
He's a silly
speck
boy.
of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
You didn't ask him?
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists,
That's
the genome
a good
army,
explanation,
everyone.
right? Like,
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay.
You could have said you
two
did.
are
I would have been like, wait.
from the
Give me like 10 minutes.
1970s. Our country's dirty little secret.
I'd be like, dude, I can go
You
get
can't be
it.
allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Oh, there's no way out.
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
he made the phone call while mid conversation. Yeah.
Well, mid half naked with his twin brother on top of an exploded Metal Gear.
Yeah. Hey, do you have the
You
optic disc?
stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back.
That's not how it works. You have them already. They're the
You'll make a
same.
beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
Still gonna let me shoot him, or just like?
And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
Doesn't seem that high.
Yeah, like, right? Maybe 3 stories? Yeah, you're probably spraining an ankle or something.
Oh yeah. You get hurt.
You'll live.
How about you, Snake?
Oh yeah, I guess they do the hand-to-hand combat in this one too.
What's wrong, Snake?
Doesn't let me move. Oh, my controllers did. I turned my controller off.
Nice. You dodged it though.
I did.
Oh yeah, no, see you
It's
next
for
time.
the, I assume, epic finale.
Maybe.
Stay nerdy, everybody.
Stay nerdy.